Hi kids, welcome to Poppin's Wonder Tales, your story channel. Today we are going listening a story of Hans Christian Andersen, named as Sunday's Sermon. In the garden, all the apple trees were in blossom. They had hastened to bring forth flowers before they got green leaves, and in the yard all the ducklings walked up and down, and the cat too. It basked in the sun and licked the sunshine from its own paws, and when one looked at the fields, how beautifully the corn stood, and how green it shone, without comparison. And there was a twittering and a fluttering of all the little birds, as if the day were a great festival. And so it was, for it was Sunday. All the bells were ringing, and all the people went to church, looking cheerful. There was a look of cheerfulness on everything. The day was so warm and beautiful that one might well have said, God's kindness to us men is beyond all limits. But inside the church, the pastor stood in the pulpit and spoke very loudly and angrily. He said that all men were wicked. God would punish them for their sins, and that the wicked, when they died, would be cast into hell to burn forever and ever. He spoke very excitedly, saying that their evil propensities would not be destroyed, nor would the fire be extinguished, and they should never find rest. That was terrible to hear. And he said it in such a tone of conviction. He described hell to them as a miserable hole where all the refuse of the world gathers. There was no air beside the hot, burning sulfur flame, and there was no ground under their feet. They, the wicked ones, sank deeper and deeper, while eternal silence surrounded them. It was dreadful to hear all that, for the preacher spoke from his heart, and all the people in the church were terrified. Meanwhile, birds sang merrily outside, and the sun was shining so beautifully warm, it seemed as though every little flower said, God, thy kindness towards us all is without limits. Indeed, outside it was not at all like the pastor's sermon.